Hello and welcome to your Mining Disrupt News Surge for Monday, April 8th, 2024. It is the big eclipse day when the solar eclipse happens across a large swath of the United States. It might get weird out there today. Be on the lookout for bad drivers, any sort of strange anomalies. Just be extra vigilant is my advice. Keep in mind that everything I say here is for entertainment and education purposes only. I'm not here to give you financial advice. You need to figure that out on your own. But in the realm of figuring things out, you might want to get your ticket to Mining Disrupt 2024 right down there. Scan that QR code. Happening in sunny, beautiful, warm, hot Miami, Florida, June 24th through the 26th. Let's get right into the numbers. We are currently looking at a Bitcoin price of $69,938. You will get 1,430 sats for your $1. The blocks are coming in a little bit quicker. They are coming in at 9 minutes and 44 seconds, which means as of right now, it's looking really likely that the halving is going to occur on April 20th. Let's get into today's first news story. This one is interesting. It's coming out of X over here. Korean Democrats boost Bitcoin ETFs. Korea votes crypto. South Korea's Democratic Party has proposed allowing access to spot Bitcoin ETFs, both domestic and overseas. I've got a little anecdote on this. The nation state adoption, the large business, the corporations adopting. It takes time. It really takes time. I was listening to a podcast recently with James Lavish and Eric Yakes. Peter asked, is it harder for people to learn about Bitcoin and get on board, become orange-pilled, become a maxi, if they're coming from traditional finance? Or is it harder for the person that knows nothing about finance? Somebody, just some yahoo's like, oh, hey, maybe I should start looking into this and learning about the economy. And both Eric and James said it's way harder for the person coming from traditional finance. And I have experienced this on a first-hand basis. I knew absolutely nothing about the economy. So learning about Bitcoin was really easy for me because I had no preconceived ideas to change. I didn't have anything to unlearn. Well, I've experienced trying to talk to people about Bitcoin and getting them to even listen about why Bitcoin could be, maybe, an idea that they want to look into is kind of running into a brick wall. They go, yeah, I don't know. They don't really understand it. But every once in a while, I'll say something or show them something, and I can see a little something click. This right here, I was showing some people that I know, some boomers, some older people, and it's pretty clear what's going on here. And if you follow this out and you think about it, where this is going, well, the one's going to keep on going up, and the other's going to keep on going down. And I would not have understood why, but now I do. Quick bit of mining news, both out of Bitcoin Magazine. First up, we've got this. Bhutan, I'm not sure what's going on with the picture. It's just gone here. Bhutan to boost Bitcoin mining power by 500% ahead of halving. Bhutan plans to expand its Bitcoin mining capacity 500% ahead of the impending halving event, ramping up renewable powered operations to 600 megawatts. That is massive. Then we've got this one here. A report from Carbon Chain shows that Griffin Digital Mining is mining Bitcoin with hydroelectric power, producing zero carbon emissions. So the next time somebody says, oh, Bitcoin miners are boiling the ocean, and it's because of them, all the kitties are dying, you can point to something like this and go, well, no. You could also head down to Miami, get some sun, get some rays, sun your eyes, sun your, well, wherever you need a sun. Scan that QR code, get some tickets, and talk to actual miners, people that are doing this, and ask them, hey, do you grind up kittens? Do you grind up endangered whales to power your miners? And you might be surprised to find out the answer is, across the board, no, we do not. More on the institutional side of things. This one, again, from Bitcoin Magazine. Just in, BlackRock added Goldman Sachs, small player in the game, Citadel, another name you might have heard of, especially during the GameStop time, and Citigroup as authorized participants for its IBIT Bitcoin ETF. Here from Whale Panda says confirms that the redemption is complete, and what is coming out of GBTC now is just normal outflows. The big outflows are over. Might see some more big ones at big psychological levels like 100K, for example, profit taking, which makes sense. I think 100K is a big mental barrier for a lot of people. It's kind of, okay, we've seen Bitcoin here before, sorta, kinda, in nominal terms. We've seen it around this 69, 70, who cares, whatever. I think we need to see a push into the 80, 85 range, and then people go, oh, okay, now this is doing something new. Moving on. I'm not going to play this, but I'm going to have the link down in the description below if you want to watch it. This is Cathie Wood saying, there are currency devaluations that people are not talking about. ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood on the rise. Talking about Bitcoin here. I think it is a flight to safety, believe it or not, taking place. A hedge against devaluation. A hedge against loss of purchasing power and wealth. I think we're going to see more and more people waking up to the problem of money printing. Stupid projects like Senator Fetterman of Pennsylvania having a podcast, How We Built It or something, that one of the last people that should be talking at all, having a podcast and getting $300-something thousand to do that is absolutely insane. I think in the not so distant future, these two forces are going to come to a head and people are going to go, wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. This cannot continue. I don't know where it plays out exactly or how it plays out exactly, but I do think that Bitcoin plays a role in this. And as people see Bitcoin as the best money to ever exist, some number of people will go, huh. So nobody can change the limit on that, and it's 21 million, and I can put my time and energy into this thing, and it'll hold it, and it'll go up in value because more people will be valuing it, and you can't print more of it because you want to, and you just want to go and have a stupid fucking podcast over here. Hey, maybe this is a good thing to put my time and energy into instead of this other thing that just evaporates in front of me. Now, to round things out, this is the earthquake that happened over in Thailand, and that is terrible, and I hope many people are safe, and I hope that, whatever. I don't know I never know what to say in these situations. Look, I don't know anybody there, and I don't wish ill of anyone over there. I hope things are as good as they can be for the people that I've never met and never will meet, probably. So I don't know what I'm supposed to feel here. But my point isn't about that. I'm not going to try to make some sort of pointless, semi-heartfelt thing here. It's not about that. Nobody cares about my opinion on this. All I'm saying here, my point with even bringing this up at all is, hey, look, somebody bought that building and it's not doing so well. Maybe real estate investments aren't the way to go. I'm not saying that people shouldn't invest in real estate. That's not my point. My point is that if a large portion of your portfolio is in real estate where things like this can happen or the laws can change, maybe it would be good to diversify into something where that can't happen. Oh, what's that? Bitcoin, digital property. Nothing can destroy it because it exists in thousands of places at once, all at the same time. And it's this network. It can't die. And to close things out with a little bit of mining memery, and we've got Pierre Richard here because somebody said, this worst finance guy, Life Invest Money, said, any ideas what I could use this empty space for? And then Pierre Richard comes in and goes, that empty space is what we call a stranded asset that could be monetized. I thought that was rather amusing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that rounds things out for this week. So the next time I talk to you will be on the 15th. But then I will talk to you again post-halving on the 22nd. What do you think the price will be? Looking at it right now, it's that 69,000 and change. What do you think it'll be on the 22nd when I talk to you? That first news surge after the halving. Here's something that I encourage you to think about. First off, it doesn't matter all that much what the price is going to do in the next 2 weeks. It doesn't matter what it's going to be at next week on the 15th when I talk to you, 70, 80, 50, 40. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter what it's going to be on the 22nd after the halving, because you got to zoom out. You got to zoom out because, as Thomas Fahey here says and points out to this kind of 3-year-old thing, one Bitcoin may be worth 1 billion, says Fidelity. One of the world's biggest asset managers has become one of the world's biggest Bitcoin bulls with a top-off model that blows all others out of the water. Now, let's say they're right, and that's just 6 years away. So it doesn't really matter what Bitcoin's going to do in the next couple of weeks. It matters longer term. If you're in this for the short term, well, best of luck to you. But if you're in it for the long term, Godspeed. See you next week.